Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer, and this is my usual roundup of what I've got painted during this month, which is June of 2024. So, first of all, if you've been watching any of my videos of my reviews, you've been seeing that I did these War Games Atlantic Harvesters, which I really quite like. I painted up rather basically, I suppose, base coat highlights, washes, etc. Just to sort of get that sort of natural sort of chitchin, or whatever they call it, plating. So I didn't really go crazy with these, but I think they really are nice models. They're a bit spindly, so they're a bit awkward to like pose, etc. But they're really nice models, so I painted up a load of these guys for use in whatever game that I want to. Like what's called parsecs, etc. And you could use them in any sort of sci-fi, horror game, whatever. Like I said, I was going to use them in Rangers of Shadow Deep because one of my players is arachnophobe. So I figured that, bugs aren't arachnids, so hopefully they will feel a little bit more comfortable playing a game with bugs as opposed to big creepy ass spiders. So the box set came with, close combat, so, spiky arms, like so, and also with these ones with, like, guns or bio weapons. So yeah, they're really nice models. I really quite liked painting them, and I think they look really good. You could do them in some really interesting colors, etc. It also came with these little bugs which you could use as, like, little scurrier drones type thing. So it's nice that they chuck these little things in kind of as a bonus. I know you're paying for them, but it feels more like a bonus. Then we had the Star Saga, miniatures. So these are from Mantic, and this was from one of their expansions for the Star Saga. So this was not Terror from the Terror in the Deep, I think it was called. A play, I think, on the old XCOM game, which was Terror from the Deep. But yeah. So yeah, these models were okay. I quite enjoyed painting them, although some of them were more enjoyable than others. So this dude here, I really hated. I hated painting it. It's kind of like this weird sort of, I don't know, like a lobster Chinese Japanese dragon thingy weirdo. So I wasn't that keen on this miniature. I did like this one. I think this guy, this shooter, gunslinger, was kind of cool. Kind of liked him. They've all got sort of that Cthulhu-esque, sort of purples and greens, that sort of very sort of under the water colour scheme that I went for. All in all, I think the game looks like it's going to be fun. I've played the original Dungeon Saga, but I haven't actually got around to playing Star Saga. But I have the original box. I think I had the exclusive edition, so I had loads and loads of miniatures with it. And then I bought this expansion, because I know I'm gonna like it. So I didn't feel like it was going to be a risk of any sort. So it comes with these like little scuttler bugs, which I kind of like. They're kind of cute. And it comes with an Asterian, I think they are, the elf people, whom I really hate, as you probably know if you follow this channel for any length of time. I do not like elves. Elves are annoying, So, yeah, I don't like painting them much. And I have trouble. I know, painting a miniature is painting a miniature, but as soon as I see an elf, it's like, oh, it's an elf. So, yeah, I know there's other people out there who absolutely love them, but not me. I also got painted up, which, you've been seeing me painting up the Marvel Zombies game, which is the, what's it called? Zombicide game. So I painted up 4 more of these runners. So, yep, they can go along with the collection. It's going to take me a while because the Zombicide, as you know, always comes with 1,000,001 miniatures. Then we had these little dwarf people from WizKids, which I really criticised, and the detail wasn't great and what have you. I even had to paint like burns on this one's face to try and hide the fact that there was horrible molds, etc. But someone told me that a lot of the problem comes from the primer that they pre-put on there, and they think that it's a horrible primer, so they were suggesting that I try and sort of get rid of the primer before I start painting the miniatures, and that might make things a little bit easier. So I'm going to have to try that and see if it does make a difference, because thank you to my subscriber who mentioned that, because I will have a go at it. It was a good idea, and maybe it will save the miniatures a bit more, because at the moment I don't particularly like the WizKids miniatures. I find them the details not great, but it could be to do with the primer. So these ones were from the Frostgrave Ghost Archipelago game, and these were the Swords Masters. I really enjoyed painting these, keeping the colour schemes kind of similar so that I can use them together in a warband, etc. But they had a very sort of old school vibe, which I'm really enjoying at the moment painting. I must admit, I've always enjoyed that sort of metal miniatures. I like the feel of the extra weight, etc. Then we got one of the civilians or bystanders for the Zombicide Marvel Zombies game, and this, I really love this guy. This is Cobra Bob? Hydra Bob, that's it, Hydra Bob. And I was reading his backstory because I had no idea who he was, and he is a funny dude by the looks. Taken on by Deadpool when he leaves Hydra, because he only joined Hydra to get the dental and health plans because his wife was nagging him, or girlfriend was nagging him to get a job, which I find quite amusing. And yeah, really like this miniature. Really, I think he painted up really well. Yeah, really good. Liked him. Then we have Captain America, the zombie version. So here he is, all chewed up, and again from the same game, the Zombicide Zombies Marvel. And I think I did a pretty decent job with him. You know, I got a bit of blood and all on the shield. May look a little bit more like chipping, but yeah, it is blood. And yeah, really enjoyed painting him up. You know, there's the thing of, you always know what colours they're going to be, so that it takes that out of your hand of, like, you know, debating about a colour scheme, etc., because there's already a colour scheme, you know, and you know, you can just follow that. So all in all, I quite enjoyed this month, actually, considering it's starting to warm up a little bit, although it's still very wet here in Wales. But yeah, they're giving hot weather, so I'm probably not going to get that many miniatures painted up from now on for a little while. So yeah, I'm glad that I managed to get this sort of done. And we managed to paint up 33 miniatures this month, which is a really good total for me. And it was really pushing me towards my final goal for this year. So if you liked this video, please leave a like, maybe comment, and I will reply, because I reply to all comments. And if you've really enjoyed it, maybe subscribe. I've just hit just over the 500 subscribers mark, which I know doesn't seem much to a lot of people, but to me that's a big sum, and it's taken me quite some time to get there, which, you know, it is really, I'm really grateful for you guys following along, and I hope you carry on enjoying my content. But until next time, it's going to be a goodbye from me, Welsh Miniature Board Gamer.